Buckle up, folks, because we are diving headfirst into this Europa League showdown.
Tottenham against Roma.
Oh, yeah. And this one's got it all.
Unpredictable form.
Check.
Tactical mysteries.
Oh, double check.
And, to top it off, a Premier League legend back on English soil.
We're talking Claudio Ranieri, folks.
The man who led Leicester City to the most improbable title win in Premier League history.
Exactly. And now he's back. But this time, he's leading Roma against a Tottenham side that's, well, let's just say they've been keeping us all guessing.
By the end of this deep dive, you'll be dropping knowledge bombs down at the pub.
All right, let's start with Tottenham. They've been on a roller coaster ride this season. 1 minute, they're crushing Manchester City.
Giving Guardiola his biggest ever home defeat.
I mean, talk about a statement win. But then, the next week, they're losing to, well, Ipswich.
And Crystal Palace.
Teams that were, to put it mildly, desperate for a win. So what's the deal? Are they just messing with our heads?
Okay, so you've got to remember, this Tottenham side, they've got serious firepower.
We saw that against City for sure.
But those slip-ups, they tell a different story.
Definitely.
Lack of consistency, maybe some mental fragility.
Makes you wonder if they can really go the distance in Europe. And speaking of Europe, their record against Italian teams in the Europa League, not exactly inspiring.
2 wins in 8 attempts. Ouch!
Okay, so maybe facing Roma isn't the ideal scenario for them right now. But let's be honest, Roma haven't exactly been setting the world on fire either, have they?
True, their start hasn't been the smoothest, but, and this is crucial,
Go on.
don't underestimate their experience.
Ah, right. Last year's Europa League finalists.
Exactly. And remember, last season, they stumbled out of the blocks in the group stage.
Right.
But then they found their groove and went on an incredible run.
All the way to the final.
So who's to say they can't pull off a similar trick this time around?
Okay, fair point. But let's not forget, playing away from home, especially in London, against a team like Tottenham, that's a whole different beast. And their recent away form in the Europa League, well, let's just say it's not pretty.
1 win in their last 12 UL matches outside of Italy.
Yeah, not great. And that one win.
Let's just say the opposition wasn't exactly at their peak.
All right, so facing a Tottenham side that's hungry to prove themselves at their home ground, that's a tall order.
Absolutely. This is a massive challenge for them.
And speaking of challenges, they're also missing their starting goalkeeper.
Guglielmo Vicario, out with an injury.
And that's got to be a huge blow.
It is. Vicario's been a rock for them at the back, a key part of their defensive structure.
So what does that mean for their chances?
Well, the backup keeper, he's got a different style.
How so?
A bit more aggressive, likes to come off his line, which, against a team like Roma that loves to counterattack,
Could be risky.
definitely something to keep an eye on.
Okay, so we've talked about the teams, their form, their challenges. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Who are the players we need to be watching? For Tottenham, I've got to go with Dominic Solanke.
He's on fire right now. Goals or assists in his last few games?
And that assist against Man City, pure class.
Absolutely. But Roma has a weapon of their own.
Oh, fill me in.
Stefan El Shaarawy. Seems like he's got Tottenham's number. Scored a brace against them back in the 2015-16 season when he was playing for Monaco.
Wow, so he knows how to find the back of the net against them. And his current form.
Red hot. Expect him to cause all sorts of problems for Tottenham's defense.
So we've got 2 inform attackers, a shaky Tottenham defense, and a Roma side that's looking to prove themselves on the road. Sounds like we could be in for a goal fest.
Especially when you consider this stat.
Hit me.
Over 2.5 goals in 12 of Tottenham's last 14 matches.
Across all competitions.
Yeah.
Wow, but hold on a second. Didn't we just talk about Roma's struggles away from home?
We did?
Doesn't that kind of contradict the idea of a high-scoring game?
It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it? Roma might be shaky on the road. But Tottenham's recent trend,
High-scoring matches.
it suggests they're vulnerable at the back.
Even at home.
Exactly. And Roma might just be the team to exploit that.
All right, so let's put it all together. Can Roma overcome their away day blues and take advantage of Tottenham's defensive weaknesses? Or will Tottenham's attacking fire tower be too much for them to handle? What's your take?
It's a tough one to call. This is a clash of styles, a real battle of strengths and weaknesses.
It's anyone's game.
Absolutely.
So as you watch this match, think about this. What does the outcome mean for both teams' sides? Will a win for Tottenham finally get them back on track, Or will a victory for Roma on the road spark another magical run in Europe?
Hmm.
This isn't just a game, folks. It's a turning point.
It could set the tone for the rest of their journey.
Exactly. So grab your snacks, settle in, and enjoy the show because this one's going to be good.
It's going to be a classic.
And that's it for our deep dive. Until next time, folks.
Yeah.
Cheers.